Mockingjay herself, Katniss Everdeen, Jennifer! Yeah! We're done. Thank you. Good night.
Oh, that never gets old.
Rushes forward. Never gets old.
And but I have to warn you in advance that I have no idea how long my horn is.
Wow. And that's what she said.
Jennifer Lawrence is fresh.
I have a question for Jennifer. Jennifer, Katniss making her final appearance on the big screen. Of all the films that you've done, this has been such a big part of your life, is there a moment that you have? It's a favorite moment for Katniss.
All of the movies?
Of all the movies, you have 30 seconds.
Genuinely, though.
You can call a lifeline if you want. It doesn't have to be just one, but are there moments that pop with you about Katniss? There are moments where you really felt like
You're like, just say something, anything,
No, you
even
don't
if it's
have
a
to.
list. Well, I can't remember this whole
What about when you
period
volunteered
of
for your
my life.
sister?
That was cool. Thank you. I loved that scene.
Yeah, you're all allowed to shout out suggestions.
Please, I need a lifeline. Thank you. That
Does
is
not help
my
her right
favorite.
Yeah, I love you, Jennifer, is not a suggestion.
It doesn't help
No,
Conan,
it
but it
sidetracks
helps
that
me.
mind. It doesn't need any more sidetracking.
When I first go into the arena, you know, when I do what in the arena?
The arrow into the sky.
That was, you know, not as climactic in person as you would think. I don't know.
Well, we have our clip out of context. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I volunteer as tribute.
That's her favorite, of
That
course.
is.
Come on, guys, the I volunteer as tribute. It has to be your favorite.
Yeah.
I'm just,
You know, it does have to be. Thank you,
it has
honey.
to.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Good job.
Willow,
All
I
right.
have a question for you. No,
Yeah,
kidding.
anything-
Oh my God, I got really scared for a second.
No, I can't even. I'm blacking out right now. I can't even remember this entire period of
These
my
are
life.
questions Lionsgate gave me, by the way, so, you know. I will not be playing for these questions.
The truth is, there is one, but it's in the second movie. I don't want to blow it.
Oh, really? Okay. Just
They
write
may
it
have read
down
the
and I'll
books.
say it later. Josh, how
Yeah.
So why don't you talk about now where we're picking up your character, because that was such a traumatic ending to the last film, and now we're starting in that place with your character, and I think a lot of people are just curious, where do you go from there?
Yeah, it's a long road to recovery, and it has some bumps along the way. But we kind of picked Peter up inside 13, sort of trying to get himself back, and he went through a lot. And he was in the Capitol with his torturing and using Tracker Jack venom and all sorts of really dark, twisted devices to turn him into a kind of psychotic weapon against Katniss. And so in this movie, it's really kind of PETA trying to rehabilitate him to be able to use him as a good guy and kind of help the cause.
And he couldn't stay away for long. Couldn't resist
Yeah.
this.
Oh, wow. The tension up here with you three is incredible.
You can't stop staring at my horn, can you?
I mean, it's, 8 inches, so solid.
You know,
Like,
I mean,
she didn't know how
sometimes
long
10.
it was. I just
Sometimes
feel like
10.
she should know,
It's,
It looks- that looks like a solid 8 inches to me.
Is it the end of franchises for you? Would you do another franchise, or do you feel like you're franchised out?
I don't know. I don't actually feel like I wouldn't do another. I know that I can't do another franchise again because these are so big and overpowering.
Yeah.
But franchises are lovely. It's it's the group of people. We keep coming back and meeting. It's like school, but in a lovely way. Guaranteed paycheck, which is rare in this business. I think they're nice.
That's pretty nice.
I know.
That's insane.
Wow.
I want to tell people watching right now, I had the pleasure of hosting a panel with you guys just a couple of hours ago here at Comic-Con. That fan intensity is like nothing I have ever seen before. It is absolutely incredible. And here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. That was clearly for me. Pointed at them. But here's my question. It's international. Is there a country or place where you remembered it got almost out of hand? Like, it's one thing here in America, or it's one thing in this country, that country. Is there one country you guys went where you thought, this is too much?
Spaniards and Italians are very passionate.
A couple here. Yeah, when we went to Rome, they had military police with full-on machine guns with barriers holding back 12-year-old Italians.
Not that we would ever shoot our fans.
No, never. Don't worry.
For yourselves.
Josh and I have a great scene in this.
Yeah.
Where, we've been friends for so long, but we really haven't worked together.
We haven't had any scenes together in all these movies.
And we gotta...
Wait 1 second.
Just hold on a second.
I thought we all knew everything about everybody. And apparently,
there are some
you guys
things.
have some scenes I don't know about.
You were asleep.
Okay, what is it? Sorry.
Peter and Gail were having a talk.
It's Peter.
Peter.
You said Peter because you're Australian.
It's Peter and Gail.
You really did say Peter.
Peter.
My nose itches so much.
Who named someone Peter?
Don't
It is it's a really good question.
But, okay, you can get this. All right.
We have a really emotional scene together, and there might be a kiss between Josh and
They said no spoilers, man.
Yeah, sorry.
I can take a picture, and you meet the person, and then they always do it at the end. They're always like, I'm Team Gail, by the way. I'm like...
As if you're gonna be like, oh!
But in a way, it kind of feels that way. It's like they're getting like, I'm gonna just give you one little stab in the heart real quick and then get out of here.
As long as they get what they want and then they do it, that's...
I guess.
It's either that or
someone to be your best friend.
One, it's too late. I have to have already known you from years ago. Having a sense of humor, period, is just being able to get sarcasm. It's always awkward when you kind of say something and then somebody takes you seriously when you're being sarcastic.
Right.
That's awkward. I'd like to avoid that with a best friend. To be okay with nudity.
Like
I tell that to any personal assistant before I'm like, how are you with nudity?
a girls' night?
Well, I'm just, I just, if you're gonna be my best friend, I mean, we can't expect to be never nudes around each other.
Wow, interesting.
Know who this is? And the person's like, I do not know who that is. And you're standing there and they're like, come on, you don't know who this is.
Yeah, and they ask you to tell them the movies you're in.
Yeah.
They're like, tell them who you are. My name is Josh.
Justify yourself.
Long walks on the beach, I don't know.
I'm Heidi Klum.
I'm a
Heidi Klum. You say you're Heidi Klum.
Heidi Klum?
Yeah, all the time. I am Jessica Chastain. I don't know who you're talking about.
You don't have to work with that dude again, Josh Hutcherson. What can you actually say that you could never say to me before? What do you want to get off your chest? Because it's okay. You can be free with what you want to say about it.
You're right, because I don't ever have to work with him.
Legally bound to be near him anymore.
You know what? I really do love him.
Going earnest. Oh no.
I really do
What
love
happened
him.
to Jennifer?
Oh my God. I had this opportunity.
For cynicism, and you're giving.
Seriously, it was like a Rolodex of like possible bad things, and then when it stopped, I realized it was all empty. He's perfect.
But it is kind of the end of Joshifer. You never hear Joshifer again. Will you be okay with that?
It's not the end of Joshifer. Josh and I are still, the three of us all have a sick relationship. None of us will ever be able to have functioning, healthy relationships because there's nobody.
Scarred.
Josh's girlfriend is the only person, thank God, who could ever possibly understand our love for each other.
Jennifer Lawrence from Hutcher Wife Twitter.
I told her not to tweet it, Jen.
If you could keep one of Katniss Everdeen's costumes, which one would you choose?
Classic wifey.
Well, I love the wedding dress from Catching Fire because it's understated. The wetsuits would be funny because that would be hilarious to take to a beach. So maybe the wet. You know
You
what I
think
do
the wetsuit?
want that's in the museum, and I spotted this. It's the orange backpack from the first Hunger Games. Because I just have so many memories of hiding my phone in there. But I can't have it.
Where did you see it? You saw it in a museum?
Yeah, there's an exhibit, a Hunger Games exhibit at the Whitney. Josh and I went every day.
Times
Not the Whitney.
Times Square.
Yeah.
Discovery Times
But
Square.
I hit the kill switch. Josh hit the kill switch.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, no, they actually we were just there like a couple weekends ago in New York, and it's like this traveling Hunger Games exhibit that shows a lot of like the behind the world of Panem and like all the things of the movie, and they have like a bunch of our costumes.
They had a bunch of stuff that I wanted. I turned it back.
No,
Can't you guys steal stuff if there's something on the set that you really want? Have you taken something like, oh, I love the crossbow, I can't let it go, and someone's there saying, that's made of grass.
First of all, it's not a crossbow, it's a longbow. Crossbows are easy.
He has a crossbow. I have handcuffs.
I'm sorry, but all I have to do is pull a trigger. It's been months and months training so that I could be called a crossbower.
I stole the little.
You just made a fool out of
I
me.
have those bows. I have my rehearsal. Well, there were a lot of different bows when shooting. There's the close-up bow, which has no scratches and is been Jennifer proofed.
Yeah.
And then there's the shooting one that really has all the scratches on it. The one that I caught in the grass and it hit me so hard in the chin that I flew myself backwards.
And there's the limp one too.
And the limb?
The limp one. The rubbery one.
Oh, that's easier to pull. Yeah. And then there's a rehearsal one just to get used to the weight. And that's the one they tried to give me as if I wouldn't notice.
So you're bitter, is what you're saying. Very, very bitter.
I don't know what I'm going to do with these artifacts. It's not like I'm going to have them laying around my house. but yeah, I feel a sense of ownership.
Okay, we got to address an issue here, we have to address an issue. You have quite the potty mouth. I have experienced it. Yes, you do.
By the way, you mean she drinks from toilets?
Yeah.
I don't mean she drinks from toilets. I'm saying...
I think water can be boring. I like it to have flavor.
You, more than almost anyone I've met, you'll just throw out the swears like a sailor on shore leave.
I'm just kind of learning this about myself.
Oh, guys, back me up. Is this true?
How would you just now learn it?
I have like body.
We've been telling you for years.
And, like personality dysmorphia.
But has it ever been an issue? Like today at the panel, there actually had to be a sign that said, remember, there's some people here who are under 18 years of age. It's almost like they wrote that just for you.
Josh actually
I said that.
decided that they did write that just for me.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Now, is it true, there's a rumor that you guys set up a swear jar on the set of Hunger Games for Jennifer?
Not like for each other.
No, they initially when
for
we
the children.
Yeah, when we
adults
first had like the scenes with Willow when she was younger and like
Yeah.
they were 10 years old, and then she was around her and us and.
But then you got to a certain point
But
where
she
it's
never.
like, you don't have to
paid.
cuss.
Right,
Like just because you hear it.
right.
You know, I hear shit all the time.
Right.
But I'm not swearing.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
here's what
good to
I was
hear.
thinking. I was thinking maybe we could try and use this special talent of yours for good. We have a swear jar right here. And what we thought we'd do...
Swearing is caring.
Swearing is caring, and... I have several $1,000s here, and here's what we're gonna do.
You're gonna need it.
Here's what we're gonna do, all right? I will put $100 into this swear jar for every swear you can say in 30 seconds, and then I will double that amount, and all the money will go to the charity of your choice. Is that a good idea? Are you ready? You're gonna have 30 seconds on the clock, and remember, this is for the kids.
I'm doing it for
Are
the
you
children.
ready?
I'm doing it for
On
the
your
children.
mark, get
Doing it
set.
for the kids.
Go!
Okay, mother balls, nipple, fart, waffle, steak, burger, strawberry sickle.
What?
Mother,
brother, sister, stank, taint,
Something doff rap.
Something what?
Doff rap.
Doff rap?
Different.
Daft Punk?
Different.
Oh.
I want to go something Daft Punk.
I wanted to go something Doff rap.
Good luck with your interview.
I know you hear me, girl, so just listen.